guys, this is Chrissy cooking at home. That's me. I'm Chrissy. Not surprising. Today I am attempting, we're going to try to create together a sourdough coffee cake. No, I already created that. Sourdough cornbread recipe. First attempt sucked. So you did not see that video. Fingers crossed, this one is good. So the first one, I was just kind of bouncing off my own head ideas. It sucked. Like, it tasted like water. It had no flavor at all. Didn't taste like cornbread, didn't taste like corn, didn't taste like sourdough, didn't taste any sugar or salt, nothing. Tasted like nothing. You don't want to eat something that tastes like nothing. So into the garbage it went. So now we're going to try again, and I'm going to bounce off of my sweet cornbread recipe and try to incorporate some sourdough discard. So fingers crossed. Let's get started. Okay, I didn't use the remote that time. It's arguing with me. So what I did is I pulled up some ingredients. I pulled out my typed up out of my recipe binder. My sweet cornbread recipe, and I have my 1 cup of sourdough starter discard, and then I took care of my sourdough starter. So, and this has been sitting at room temp, so everything's at room temp. Oh, I left the eggs behind you. I brought the milks over, but do you know that sound? Watch my other baking videos. That's the oven preheated to 400. 400. Okay. Hopefully that's not too hot for this recipe. Hopefully. So let's get ya. I went ahead and I feel like I'm talking softer these days. Okay, I went ahead and put some Crisco on my big old cast iron. I have no idea what size. I think it's a 10-inch. I don't even know anymore. I've had it for so long. It's already oiled and well taken care of, but I thought after the way the other one turned out, it stuck a little bit. This one's gonna have more sugar in it. Sugar tends to make things stick. We'll Crisco it. So I did some vegetable shortening on a paper towel and just kind of greased it up. So I have my discard. What do we have out? See, I went ahead and pulled some buttermilk. May or may not use it. I haven't decided. In my recipe is flour, sugar, cornmeal, of course, vegetable oil, milk, and eggs. And then we need some leavening agent because it is a quick bread. So we need some salt to enhance our flavor, and then baking powder. Close that cabinet. Can you see well? I hope you can see well, my dears. Okay, so why don't we go ahead and do our wets? And I'm going to put the starter in with the wets. Move that over there. Move that over there. So, I'm so disorganized this morning. Scatterbrain much? Okay. Into the sink. Did a little grocery shopping this morning because I didn't get to do everything yesterday, so did a little bit more today. Got to do a little bit more later because I went really early before the wine store opened. I got to get a bottle of Marsala yet. Okay, 1 cup sourdough discard. Don't ask me if it's going to work with regular starter. I don't know. This is just my discard. This is what we're doing. My regular recipe has 1 egg. So you know what? I think we're going to stick with 1 egg. We'll put 1 aside. 1 regular old egg. Use any egg you got. And then my recipe states 1 cup of milk. I'm going to stick with the theme, and we're going to do 1/2 cup of buttermilk and 1/2 cup of sweet milk. What do you think? You think that's crazy? I think it's crazy. Crazy. Okay, 1/2 cup each. We're doing this pretty early not really early in the morning because I did do grocery shopping really early in the morning. It's 10:30 already. But it's going to warm up today. It's still July. Why did I get rid of that measuring cup? We need some oil for oyster. It says 1/3 of a cup. So since we have the sourdough starter and the egg and the milks, starter also has flour. Let's stick with the 1/3. See what happens. Hopefully it won't be too moist. Can it really be too moist? Yes, it can. It can be kind of gummy. We don't want gummy. Do we? No, we don't. So, pull this up a little. We're going to use this, so I don't want to throw it in the sink. I'm going to whisk this together, my sourdough starter with my liquids. It is a quick bread, so do your liquid separate from your dry. Come on, yolk, break. Thank you. Get this nice and combined. I went on the hunt for more buttermilk today. I'm low on buttermilk, and I could not find buttermilk at 2 stores. So when I go out for the Marsala wine later, stop at another store on the way to the wine store and see if they have some buttermilk. Need buttermilk, people. Need buttermilk. Maybe there's just a buttermilk shortage in my area. I don't know. Maybe there's a buttermilk shortage in general. Sour milk works in a pinch, but I'd rather not. Honestly. Really rather not. Alright. So, first our flour. We're going to do 1 1/4 cup. I think since we have flour in our sourdough starter, I'm just going to do 1 level cup of flour. And then we're going to do sugar, which is 1 1/4 cup, because it's a sweet cornbread. So I think since I want the sourdough to come through, we're just going to do 1 cup. Like I said, we're experimenting here. I'm going to use my, this is the 1/3 cup anyways, I pulled out the wrong one. We're going to use my 1/3 cup here for my scooping of my cornmeal. Can you see me scooping my cornmeal? You can, kind of. Into my 1 cup here. So that makes it easy. 1, 1, and 1. Use a leveling butter knife. Don't be lazy like me. So 1, 1, 1, and 1. Okay. You can use a whisk. You can use a fork. Whatever floats your boat. So we're going to do 2 teaspoons baking powder, not soda. Okay. There is a difference, people. There is a difference. And then salt, 1 teaspoon. Do it over the sink. Don't do it over your bowl. Unless you're an experienced baker, then, you know. Or if you're not experienced and you just feel daring and daredevilish, do it over the bowl. If you get extra salt in your cornbread, you get extra salt in your cornbread. Maybe you like it that way. I don't know. I'm not your food police. Alright. This is going to bug me. Whisk, get the liquid. Put that there. Put that in the sink. If you weren't with me, I would so have the milks put away by now. I put away as I go. I started doing that when my brain started to slip with my memory. It kind of told me, okay, you did that one, put it away. You did that one, put it away. You did that one, put it away. Done with those. Now, checklist. Flour, check. Cornmeal, check. Sugar, check. Baking powder, check. Salt, check. Milk, check. We did buttermilk as well, so check. Egg, check. Oil, check. Plus our sourdough starter. to the pool. Everybody join the party. It's a pool party. Everybody's having fun. Are you having fun? I'm having fun. I know it can be done. I saw people doing sourdough cornbread. I saw many variations and I'm like, ooh, I want to create my own. And my first one sucked. It is a quick bread, don't overmix. Okay. Into my greased skillet. Oven is at 400. So we're gonna bake until a testing skewer or a toothpick inserted in the center comes out clean, or just a few crumblies on the toothpick, just as long as there's no raw batter, right? So we're gonna try for 25 minutes to start. Kid, okay? And I'll bring you back. Okay, did not use the remote, so it's fighting me. I think it's glitchy. But the cornbread is out. It's been resting and it looks good. Let's try it. I'm nervous. I also got lunch working, so you hear the stove going. Mashed potatoes are in the works. Got potatoes boiling. So you can see that it looks really, really pretty. Nice and golden brown. In my oven, on the convection setting, it took only 20 minutes for it to be completely cooked through. It might not have needed the full 20, but I started with 20 and it was perfect. It was cooked. It was pulling from the edges, and the cake tester inserted came out clean. Why am I cutting it this way? I do not know. I don't know, people. A little twitchy today too. Some jerks and some twitches and blah 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 blah. Okay. Are you ready? It's already not sticking, so that's better than the last one. Look at that. That's a nice crumb. What do you think? All right. Peekaboo. Okay. I like how it feels when I peeled it off. Gosh darn it. I think I have a winner. All right, let me go see what the boys think. Okay, so I had the guys taste it, and I really like it. It's got a good, strong, because it was the discard, I think it's, my discard sat out for quite a while. It's got a very developed sourdough flavor to it, and then I used buttermilk too, half buttermilk, half sweet milk. It's got a good, strong sourdough taste to it, and it is sweet because there's a lot of sugar in it. Sweetheart really, really, really does not like it at all. Now, he loves sourdough, and he loves a good cornbread. He likes my cornbread recipe the way it is. Really did not like the two combined. Logan liked this. He said it was good, just the way it is. So, we're split. If you try this, please leave a comment on what you and your family think. I'm very curious to see what others think of this recipe. And if you use your starter versus your discard, or if you try both, you know, let me know. I really like it. It's got a really strong flavor to it, and I really, really enjoy that. Really strong flavor. I like the crumb on it. I think it's moist. Sweetheart said he thought it was dry. Logan and I did not think so. So let me know what you think of that too. Please comment. Bread sits really heavy in my gastric sleeve from the weight loss surgery, so I'll be saving that to have with my lunch. So yummy, yummy in my tummy. I'm gonna write this one down and I'm going to put it in the description box below for you. Please, if you try it, please, 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 please let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you. Okay? Okay, okay? Thanks. See you guys next time.